Hello friends, welcome to ProTalent IAS Academy. Here we are going to talk about current affair from 18 January to 20th January. Once again, few important issues for your learning. Let's start. Number one is National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority, one of the very important you can say organization जो prelim में कोई न कोई तरीके से पूछने के काबिल है. NPPA has revised the ceiling for the prices or retail prices of 33 formulation drugs. So by Bharat mein, this is the body which fixes the ceiling price of essential medicine under the law called Drugs Price Control Order 2013. In respect of medicine that are not under price control, manufacturers are allowed to increase the maximum retail price by 10% annually. The calculation of essential drug is based on simple average of all medicines in a particular therapeutic segment which sells more than 1%. So what is NPPA? NPPA is an organization of Government of India which was established to fix or revise the price control of bulk drug and formulations to enforce prices and availability of medicines in the country under this particular law. The organization is also entrusted with the task of recovering amounts overcharged by the manufacturers. It also monitors the prices of the controlled drugs in order to keep them at reasonable level. The organization is also entrusted with the task of recovering amounts of overcharge by the manufacturers as well as monitor the prices of the controlled drugs. So remember this NPPA coming under Government of India. Moving further, 10th Global Forum for Food and Agriculture. Now this is one of the very important you can say forum which is you can say this year the subject was shaping the future of livestock sustainability, responsibility and efficiently. Okay, this is what basically the idea, and it was held at Berlin in Germany. Global Forum for Food and Agriculture is an international conference that focuses on central question concerning the future of global agri-food industry. It gives representatives from the world of politics, business, science and civil society an opportunity to share their ideas, enhance understanding of selected topic on current you can say agricultural policy. It is held during International Green Week. That's a 10th such you can say conference being held, and International Green Week is basically celebrated on basically the 3rd week of January. Theme of this year is, we already talked about it, so this is what the theme is. Moving further, issue number 3rd, Budapest Convention on Cyber Security, making a strong pitch to sign the Budapest Convention on Cyber Crime. Ministry of Home Affairs recently flagged the need for international cooperation to check cybercrime, radicalization and boost data security. India was reconsidering its position to become a member of Budapest Convention because of the surge of cybercrime in India. भारत में डिजिटल इंडिया को हम काफी ज्यादा प्रमोट करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं और उसके द्वारा there is a problem which we have identified the new challenges which are coming up called cyber crime, and to manage or to control the cyber crime, this convention is basically being you can say part of it, and India is thinking to sign it. The move is being opposed by Intelligence Bureau on the ground that sharing data with foreign law enforcement agencies infringes the national sovereignty and may jeopardize the rights of individual. So, एक तरफ सरकार का बोलना है that we would like to go and participate in this Budapest Convention, while IB says that no, it is not really okay because in one way it is affecting national sovereignty and also jeopardize individual right. So the question is, what is this Budapest Convention? The Convention on Cybercrime, also known as Budapest Convention, okay, is the first international treaty seeking to address internet and computer crime by harmonizing national laws, improving investigative techniques, as well as increasing cooperation among the nations. It was drawn up by Council of Europe in Strasbourg, France, with the active participation of the Council of Europe's observer states like Canada, Japan, South Africa, and United States. Okay, the convention has 56 members, including US and UK. So this is how Budapest Convention is. Moving towards issue number 4, called microwaves. One research suggests that microwaves could be as bad as cars, you can say, to the environment. Okay, so researchers at University of Manchester have carried out first ever comprehensive studies of the environmental impacts of microwaves, considering their whole life cycle will be cradle to grave. ठीक है, सो क्रेडल मतलब जब से शुरू हुआ तब से खत्म हुआ तब तक उसका जो एक लाइफ साइकिल है उसको स्टडी करके उन्होंने बताया दैट इट विल बी एज बैड एज कार. Microwaves emit 7.7 million tons of carbon dioxide, which is equivalent per year in the EU, and this is equivalent to the annual emissions of 6.8 million cars. So microwaves across EU consumes estimated of 9.4 terawatts per hour electricity every year, and this is equivalent to annual electricity generated by 3 large gas power plant. Efforts to reduce consumption should focus on improving consumer awareness as well as the behavior to use appliances more efficiently. So microwaves are as bad as cars. Moving further, India test-fired nuclear-capable ICBM AGNI-V. So that is ICBM, Intercontinental Ballistic Missile. दो तरीके की मिसाइल्स होती है, एक होती है बैलिस्टिक मिसाइल और दूसरी होती है क्रूज मिसाइल. Ballistic missile are basically, they go, you can say, up in the atmosphere at a very high, you can say, altitude, and from there they take the direction to, you can say, attack. While cruise missile, they are at a very lower height, say around 100 meter, 200 meter, 500 meter from the earth's surface. So AGNI-V is this ICBM ballistic missile, which is nuclear capable missile. It was successfully test fired. AGNI-V is latest missile in this family of AGNI. It has a range of over 5,000 km as well as the capability of 1,000 kg of warhead. It can target almost all Asia, including Pakistan, China, and Europe. This is 17 meter long. AGNI-V weighs 50 tons and is very agile and modern and equipped with modern weaponry system. It is surface to surface missile, is fire and forget system. So that means एक बार आपने फायर कर दिया भूल जाना है, ठीक है. It cannot be easily detected as it follows ballistic trajectory. बहुत ऊपर से जाता है, so इसलिए उसको ट्रैक करना would be very difficult. India describes AGNI-V missile system as weapons of peace. India has already joined the elite club of nations that possess ICBM capability when, you can say, AGNI-V was successfully conducted in 2012. Only 5 permanent members of United Nations Security Council, China, France, Russia, USA, and Britain, along with Israel, have so far possessed such long-range missiles. So India is also part of this elite group. Coming to issue number 6, Cybercrime Coordination Center. Government has set up a deadline of February this year to operationalize Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center. Home Ministry had announced setting up of, you can say, this, you can say, I4C in 2016 to deal with all types of, you can say, cybercrime at national level, and now this is called Cyber and Information Security Division of MHA, said that Cyber Crime Coordination Center. So that is 4C. That is how it is being developed. Now CIS will have 4 wings, namely security clearance, cyber crime prevention, cyber security and information security. Okay, this institution for C will assist. So this 4C is basically, as we talked about, it is related to, you can say, cyber crime. It will assist centralizing cyber security investigations, prioritizes the development of response tools, and bring together private companies to contain the menace. The Coimbatore police, as a part of this cyber criminal tracking network system, have already launched the facility to serve summons to witness through SMS. Tamil Nadu State Police have successfully implemented CCTNS mission mode project under National E-Governance Program, and under which they have registered 1913 FIR units of Tamil Nadu Police. So this is how it is, you can say, working. While CCNS is a project initiated in June 2009, which aims at creating comprehensive and integrated system for enhancing efficiency and effectiveness of police at the station level. So this is done through a mission mode project. So this is how it is basically done. This project will interconnect 15,000 police stations, additional 5,000 offices of supervisory in the nature. In 2015, additional objective of establishing basic platform for interoperable criminal justice system was added to the part of this particular project. So that way it turns out to be one of the very important crime and criminal tracking network system in our country. Coming to issue number 8, that is Romania will have first female prime minister. So this is, you can say, Viorica Dăncilă has been named as the first female prime minister of Romania. Ms. Dăncilă is Romania's third prime minister in this 7 month, but she is the first female prime minister. Coming to issue number 9, PRADHAN MANTRI SURAKSHIT MATRITVA ABHIYAN. Now this is on a mission mode. It has crossed 1 crore mark for antenatal checkups. Ante before, natal before birth checkup. Okay, the program has been successful in reaching out to difficult and remote areas in our country, since out of 1 crore checkup across the country, more than 25 lakh checkups have been conducted in a high priority districts identified by health ministries. Maharashtra reported largest number of checkup among this non-empowered action group states, and Rajasthan has reported largest number of checkup among the empowered action group, you can say, states. Now this PMSMA is a program aims to provide assured, comprehensive and quality antenatal care free of cost universally to all pregnant women on 9th of every month. So PMSMA guarantees minimum package of antenatal care service to women in their 2nd and 3rd trimester of pregnancy at the designated government health facility. So this turns out to be one of the very important support given to female who are pregnant. Moving towards INSV TARINI, we have been talking about this. It is all women Indian Navy team, which is, you can say, circumnavigating the entire globe with one vehicle, that is called INSV TARINI. So it has successfully crossed notoriously rough drag passage, and they rounded Cape Horn of the southern tip of South America, sometimes called at Mount Everest of sailing. INSV TARINI is a 56-foot sailing vessel built in India by Aquarius Shipyard Private Limited in Goa. It was inducted in Indian Navy recently, February 2017, and it is equipped with Raymarine navigation suite, and it has an array of satellite communication system. So this is giving a lot of support to Make in India initiative. Now this is on a voyage which is called Navika Sagar Parikrama. It began from Goa in September 2017 and it is going to finish by March 2018 at 4 stops. So first they went to Fremantle, they already left that place. Littleton, they already left that place, and now they already, we can say, catch up at Port Stanley, Falkland Island Bay, and now they are moving towards Cape Town, and from there once again they will come back to Goa. Moving towards, you can say, issue number 11, where we talk about Maharashtra government rolls out 1% reservation for orphan, which is one of the very important news item. In an unprecedented move, Maharashtra government has announced 1% reservation for the orphan. ठीक है, Maharashtra being the first state, ठीक है, eligibility is only children who have no idea who are their parents and where are they, and they don't know what is their caste. This will help orphans get education, employment, especially in the government services. Moving towards issue number 12, International Solar Alliance. Now, International Solar Alliance was launched in 2015. पेरिस समिट, जहां पे क्लाइमेट चेंज की समिट हुई थी, वहां इंडिया और फ्रांस ने मिलकर ये अलायंस बनाया था. इन वन ऑफ इट्स फर्स्ट आउटरीच प्रोग्राम पोस्ट रेटिफिकेशन, याद रहे 15th कंट्री दैट इज न्यू गुआना जिसने ये रेटिफाई कर दिया, इसकी वजह से नाउ इट हैज बिकम अ ट्रीटी. अब ये जब एक बार ट्रीटी रेटिफाई हो गई है, नाउ after that it is the first outreach program. ठीक है, they are hosting an event called International Solar Alliance Forum at the Future World Energy Summit in 2018. Remember, as we talked about, Paris Declaration ने ISA announce किया था. ISA's major objective include global deployment of over 1000 gigawatt of solar power generation with the, you can say, investment capacity of 1000 billion by 2030. So this is one of the very important news item. Moving towards issue number 13, United Nations Environment Management Group. So the Secretariat of UNEMG is planning to hold a new series of Nexus Dialogue, creates 2 new issue management groups and launch campaign for waste management. Upcoming dialogue will address sustainable consumption and production, biodiversity, United Nations system support for SDG implementation at the national level. Remember SDG, which is called Sustainable Development Goals. The dialogues seek to contribute to a common understanding of integrated SDGs, and EMG will launch waste management campaign. Remember, this United Nations Environment Management Group is United Nations system-wide coordination body on environment and human settlement. It was established in 2001 in pursuant to an United Nations General Assembly resolution supporting the proposal of UNSG. Representative of intergovernmental bodies, civil societies and international non-governmental organizations can be invited to contribute on this. So that is what this Nexus network is, what they are planning. Moving further, issue number 14, NIRMAN SAMVAAD. It's a one-day mega conclave, which is the first ever interaction between Ministry of Railway and a construction industry. It was a major event aimed at taking measures to ensure expeditious implementation of ambitious railway infrastructure development plan. It aims to streamline procedures and remove bottlenecks to ensure fast-track implementation of project in the railway. The conclave was organized by Rail Vikas Nigam Limited. Okay, so that is one of the very important conference was organized. Moving further, issue number 14, Maharashtra unveils first of its kind public cloud policy. So Maharashtra has unveiled a public cloud policy virtually mandating all its departments to shift their data storage on the cloud platform. The policy, which is first by any state in the country, will create some around 2 billion opportunity for the industry. Moving further, this objective is to use public cloud in cases where right to information is applicable, and then go in for enhanced security features for private and sensitive data. Once the policy is implemented, the data stored on the cloud, and thereby it will provide easy access from anywhere. Coming to issue number 16, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Israeli counterpart Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu recently dedicated to the nation iCreate facility located on the outskirts of Ahmedabad. iCreate is an independent center created with an objective of facilitating entrepreneurship through a blend of creativity, innovation, engineering, product designing, and leveraging engineering technologies to deal with the major issues related to food security, water, connectivity, cybersecurity, IT, electronics, energy, etc. Okay, so iCreate is in the news. Remember that it is now in support with India and Israel. Coming to 2002 AG-129, what is this? It is an asteroid which is larger than the size of Burj Khalifa, and this asteroid will pass Earth on February 5, missing our planet by 2.6 million miles, and possibly it may reduce temperature. Okay, so it has been classified as a near Earth object and potentially hazardous by NASA. Asteroids are celestial bodies that are smaller than planets, which are irregularly shaped and lack fixed orbits. So they don't have a fixed orbit. In our solar system, most asteroids originate from asteroid belt, which is a zone between Mars and Jupiter, where these objects are scattered about. Coming to issue number 18, election commissions recommend disqualification of 20 Aam Aadmi Party MLAs in the name of office of profit. Okay, for this purpose we have developed a special insight module. Do not forget to watch that. So election commission has recommended that 20 MLAs of Aam Aadmi Party be disqualified on the ground of office of profit. President Ramnath Kovind will make the final decision based on the recommendation. In June 2016, Congress has approached election commission alleging that 21 MLAs of AAP had been appointed parliamentary secretary in March 2015. September 2016, Delhi High Court set aside their appointment as parliamentary secretaries. So when they become parliamentary secretary, they have a capability of, again, say, gaining some pecuniary benefit. So when an MLA or MP have a possibility of pecuniary benefit, that particular thing is called office of profit. Coming to issue number 19, President of India appoints Governor of Madhya Pradesh. So past CM of Gujarat, Srimati Anandiben Patel, will become the Governor of Madhya Pradesh. Remember, Governor is the head of executive power in any state. That's an appointed position. It is not elected. President appoints it. Governor is a nominal head, just like President is a nominal head. According to the amendment in the Constitution of India, the same person cannot be governor of 2 or more states. Governor and lieutenant governors are appointed by the president for a term of 5 years. Okay, so this is what the amendment being provided. But remember that same governor can be appointed as in charge governor for the other states. Something more about the same issue. The term of governor's office is 5 years, okay, but it can be terminated earlier. Okay, dismissal by the president on the advice of prime minister, that's really possible. There is no provision of impeachment. Okay, Article 157 and 158 of the Constitution of India specify eligibility requirement for this particular post. Coming to issue number 20, Accessible India campaign in a path-breaking initiative to empower person with a disability. 100 accessible websites of various state government or union territories under Accessible India campaign have been launched. Accessible websites are those websites into which persons with disability can perceive, understand, navigate and interact with web, that they can contribute to the web. This Department of Empowerment of Persons with Disability initiated Website Accessibility Campaign. So Accessibility India campaign is a nationwide flagship campaign of Department of Empowerment of Persons with Disability, which is coming under Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Okay, याद रखिएगा ये. Coming to issue number 21, India has become 43rd member of Australia Group. याद रहे, आगे हमने बात करी थी that India is member of Wassenaar Arrangement. Okay, Wassenaar Arrangement. India is a 42nd member of this Wassenaar Arrangement. This is an informal bloc of countries that keeps tight controls over exports of substances which are used in making of chemical weapons. Okay. With its admission into the Australia Group, India is now a part of 3 of the 4 key export control group. Okay, one is MTCR, second is Wassenaar, and third is Australia Group. Okay, so that way India is part of this important part, but India is still not a member of NSG, जिसके ऊपर हम बिल्कुल मेहनत करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. Australia Group works to counter the spread of material, equipment, technologies that could contribute to the development of or acquisition of chemicals and biological weapon. 1985 में इसको एस्टैब्लिश किया गया था. कमिंग टू इश्यू नंबर 22, फाइनेंशियल सेक्टर असेसमेंट प्रोग्राम. Two main reports of 2017 of, you can say, financial sector assessment program. One is called Financial System Stability Assessment and second is called Financial Sector Assessment, were recently released by IMF and World Bank. ठीक है. Last FSAP, that is Financial Sector Assessment of Program for India, was conducted in 2011-12. According to this report, ठीक है, it acknowledges the many efforts taken by Indian authorities to tackle the problem of NPA, ठीक है, also to formalize the NPS and making pension sector regulatory system. Also insolvency and bankruptcy code के ऊपर काफी ध्यान दिया गया है, उसके ऊपर इन्होंने काफी अच्छे कमेंट्स लगाए हैं इंडिया के लिए. About this financial sector assessment program, ठीक है, it was established in 1999 and is a comprehensive and in-depth assessment of country's financial sector. It's a joint program of IMF and World Bank and that's the reason it is one of the very important thing. FSAP follows three-pronged approach, ठीक है, when looking at country's financial sector. क्या क्या देखते हैं ये? Soundness of financial system versus its vulnerability to the risk. Okay. Number 2, country's development needs in terms of infrastructure, institutions and markets. And country's compliance with observance of selected financial sector standards. So ये तीन कैटेगरी के ऊपर ये ध्यान देते हैं और उसके ऊपर से बताते हैं कि भैया इस पर्टिकुलर कंट्री का फाइनेंशियल सेक्टर कैसा काम कर रहा है. साइबर सुरक्षित भारत is one of the very important aspect. By recognizing the need to strengthen the cyber security in our country, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology METI has announced that Cyber Surakshit Bharat initiative in association with National E-Governance Division. It was conceptualized with a mission to spread awareness about cyber crime and building capacity for safe measures, and for that purpose they develop Chief Information Security Officer. उनका पर्पस होगा अवेयरनेस, एजुकेशन और इनेबलमेंट. इस पर्पस के ऊपर ये काम करेंगे. Primary objective is to keep our data safe and protected, and it is the first public-private partnership of its kind. Next is issue number 24, Kilo Power. NASA has announced new tests which are underway for Kilo Power project, a program designed to create small nuclear power sources to fuel further space exploration. A prototype which was created by NASA and Department of Energy has completed non-nuclear test and is now running a real reactor core test. Kilo Power project is a near-term technology effort to develop preliminary concepts and technology that could be used for affordable fission nuclear power system in the long duration. The principal goal of the project is to sufficiently develop and test nuclear power system technologies by 2018. Kilo Power tackles few different problems in the spacecraft design. So this is what primarily it is working on. Coming to issue number 25, National Disaster Response Force celebrated their 13th raising day on January 19th. MOU was signed between NDRF and NSDC. A cooperation with Facebook took place during the program. Highlights of the cooperation with the Facebook includes targeted geographical messaging, disaster information volunteers, and community capacity building. Issue number 26, SBIR Geoflight for satellite. So space-based infrared system, that's called SBIRS, space-based infrared system. Geosynchronous Earth Orbit Flight 4 satellite is the latest satellite to join US Air Force orbiting missile warning constellation, equipped with powerful scanning and steering infrared surveillance sensor. The sensors collect data for the use of US military to detect missile launches, support ballistic missile, and the satellite also completes their initial constellation around the Earth. So this is how the SBIRS Geo Satellite 4 satellite is. So with this, we conclude this module of current affair. We hope you are enjoying this and all the best for this particular part.